It's another week of tending the Torah garden. The book of Bereshis is all about building, and this week's building block is harmony. In many Jewish homes, there's a beautiful, emotional moment every Friday night just before Kiddush, when parents give a heartfelt blessing to their children. The traditional text of this iconic blessing comes from this week's Parsha, Parshas Vayechi. Yaakov is on his deathbed and calls for his son Yosef to visit him. Yosef brings along his two sons, Ephraim and Menashe, and Yaakov asks to bless them. Since Menashe was the firstborn, Yosef positioned him to Yaakov's right, and Ephraim to the left. However, Yaakov switched his hands, placing his right on Ephraim and his left on Menashe. When Yosef protested this, Yaakov says, Yodati b'ni, Yodati. I know, my son, I know. Menashe will indeed be great, but Ephraim will even be greater. And then he said the famous words echoed by Jewish fathers in every generation. B'cha yivarech Yisrael le'mor, yisimcha elikim ke'Ephraim v'chimnashe. From now on, whenever Jews in all generations will bless each other, they will say, may God make you like Ephraim and Menashe. I love our tradition, but I also love questioning it and understanding it. Why exactly Ephraim and Menashe? Why don't we bless our children to be like Avram, Yitzchak, and Yaakov? Or like Yisachar and Zvulun? Why did Ephraim and Menashe merit such a great and enduring honor? Perhaps we can suggest the following thought. Of course, it's true that there are many great people to emulate. But if we're talking about a blessing for children, only Ephraim and Menashe had something specific, special, and unique to offer for eternity. You see, they were the first set of biblical brothers to actually get along. Cain and Hevel, Noah's 3 sons, Yitzchak and Yishmael, Yaakov and Esav, and even the 12 tribes. In some way or another, they just didn't see eye to eye. But Ephraim and Menashe never had a fight. Even in this very episode, when Yaakov switched his hands and honored Ephraim, only Yosef protested, but Menashe didn't. As a matter of fact, the Kabbalists tell us that at that very moment, all the terrible discord between all the earlier brothers mentioned above in history was completely rectified by the conduct of Menashe and Ephraim. More than anything, that's what every single parent wants, to see our children living in love, unity, harmony, and peace. And so, we place our hands on their precious heads, and we fervently say, Yisimcha Elikim ke'Ephraim v'chimnashe. May Hashem bless you with inner contentment, with satisfaction from yourself, and with the ability to love your siblings and be always happy for them. Now that's a real blessing. Wishing you and yours a Shabbat Shalom u'Mevorach, and Chazak, Chazak v'Nischazek.